Everyone says the same thing: wait. Wait longer. Wait until 67. Wait until 70. Get the biggest check possible. And if you take Social Security at 62, people act like you made a huge mistake. Like you failed some secret retirement test. But what if that advice is wrong for millions of people? What if waiting is not always wise and taking the money earlier is sometimes the smartest move you can make? Because retirement is not a math puzzle on a whiteboard. It's your life, your health, your family, your timing. And sometimes the perfect answer on paper becomes the wrong answer in real life. Hey, I'm Elon. And on this channel, we talk about money in a way that actually makes sense. No fake finance talk. No fancy words just to sound smart. Just the truth, explained simply. And today, we're talking about one of the biggest retirement decisions people ever make. Should you take Social Security at 62 or wait? Because most people are told there is one correct answer. There isn't. There is only the answer that fits your life best. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why claiming early is not always a mistake, and in some cases, it may be the best move on the board. Let's start with the trap. Most people think this decision is about one thing. How do I get the biggest monthly check? And that sounds logical. If you wait longer, your check grows. That part is true. If you claim earlier, your check is smaller. That's also true. So the simple story becomes: big check equals smart. Small check equals dumb. But that's not real planning. That's like choosing between two roads by only looking at which one is wider, without asking where each road actually goes. Because the size of the monthly check is only one part of the story. The real question is not, what gives me the biggest number? The real question is, what gives me the best outcome for my real life? And those are not always the same thing. Think of Social Security like this. Some people treat it like a treasure chest. They want to wait as long as possible, so when they finally open it, there's more inside every month. That works for some people. But for other people, Social Security is not a treasure chest. It's a bridge. It helps them get from one stage of life to another. From work to retirement. From stress to stability. From uncertainty to breathing room. And if you need a bridge now, being told to wait 8 more years for a bigger treasure chest may not help you at all. A bridge is useful when you need to cross. Not when someone says, just stand there a little longer. That is the first big truth. A smaller payment today can be more valuable than a bigger payment later. Not always. But sometimes. And that sometimes is what most financial advice skips right over. Now let's get into the real reasons. Reason 1. Your household needs the income. Now a lot of people make the mistake of thinking only about one person. But retirement is often not just about you. It's about the household. If you're married, your decision can affect your spouse too. In some cases, your spouse cannot unlock certain benefits until you file first. That means waiting may not just delay your money. It may delay your family's money. So yes, your own check might be bigger later. But your total household income may be lower for years while you wait. That changes the game. Because a family does not live on theoretical optimization. A family lives on cash flow. And sometimes earlier money helps the whole home more than a larger future payment helps one individual. Reason 2. Health matters more than people want to admit. This is uncomfortable, but it's real. A lot of retirement advice secretly assumes everyone will live a very long life. But not everyone will. If your health is poor, if your family history is rough, if your body has already been through a lot, then waiting for the best long-term payout may not actually be the best choice. Because a larger payment at 70 only helps if you live long enough to enjoy it. That doesn't mean you should think negatively. It means you should think honestly. Planning for your real life is wiser than planning for a fantasy version of your life. And sometimes honest planning points to 62. Here's another reason people misunderstand this decision. They assume waiting is always stronger because it gives you more later. But that ignores something important. Money now can do jobs that money later cannot do. For example, money now can reduce the amount you pull from your savings. Money now can help cover bills while your investments keep growing. Money now can protect you during rough market years. Money now can stop you from burning through the nest egg too fast. That matters. Because retirement is not just about how much you have. It's about how long what you have can last. Some people with decent savings actually choose early Social Security because it helps them touch their portfolio less in the early years. And in some cases, that leads to a better overall result. So again, the lesson is: do not just ask, which option pays more per month? Ask, which option protects my whole plan better? Reason 3. You may have other income coming later. Imagine this. You're 62 now. But at 65 or 67, something else starts. A pension. An annuity. Another guaranteed income source. In that case, Social Security does not need to be your biggest long-term pillar. It may simply need to cover the gap. And if early claiming helps you cross that gap smoothly, then it is doing its job. That's why one-size-fits-all advice fails. Because one person is building a floor from scratch. Another person already has part of the floor built. Those two people should not always make the same move. Now let's talk about the reason that is most real for many people. Sometimes people claim at 62 because they need to. And that is not failure. That is life. Maybe your job was physical. Maybe your knees, back, shoulders, or energy are no longer cooperating. Maybe you got laid off and nobody wants to hire you at this stage. Maybe your body is done. Maybe your career is done. Maybe your patience is done. And if you truly cannot keep working and you need the income, then Social Security is doing exactly what it was built to do. It is a safety net. That is not something to be ashamed of. People talk about early claiming like it means someone made a bad decision. But sometimes the bad decision would be pretending you can keep going when you can't. Sometimes strength looks like honesty. And honesty says, I need this support now. There is also another kind of person. Not someone desperate. Someone strategic. Some people claim early because they do not need every dollar for survival right now. They take the earlier payments and put that money to work. They invest it. Now, this is not magic. And it is not safe for everyone. Markets go up and down. So this approach carries risk. But for disciplined, experienced investors, it can be a real strategy. Take the money earlier. Put it to work. Let time and investing do their part. It's not the right move for everybody. But it is one more reason early claiming is not automatically stupid. Now let's be fair. There are definitely times when taking Social Security at 62 is the wrong move. If you are still working and earning good money, early claiming can cause problems. If Social Security will be your main source of income for the rest of your life, then waiting can matter a lot more. If your family tends to live a long time and your health is strong, the math often favors waiting. And if you don't need the money and have no reason to take it early, then yes, delaying might be the better path. So this is not a video saying, always claim at 62. Not even close. This is a video saying, stop pretending one answer fits every human being. Because it doesn't. The deeper lesson here goes beyond Social Security. It's about money advice in general. A lot of advice sounds smart because it is simple. Wait longer. Maximize the check. Do what the calculator says. But real life is messy. Real life has health problems. Marriage. Job loss. Fear. Timing. Caregiving. Aging parents. A tired body. An uncertain future. That's why good planning is personal. Not perfect. Personal. The best retirement decision is not the one that wins a debate online. It's the one that helps the real you live the best real life possible. So here's the truth. Taking Social Security at 62 is not always a mistake. Sometimes it is exactly the right move. Sometimes it helps your spouse. Sometimes it fits your health. Sometimes it protects your savings. Sometimes it bridges the gap. Sometimes it simply reflects reality. The smartest money choices are not the ones that sound impressive. They are the ones that actually fit your life. So if you're thinking about this decision, don't ask only, how do I get the biggest check? Ask, what choice gives me the best life? That is the real question. If this video helped you see this topic differently, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just repeat financial advice. We break it open and show you the truth inside it. And in the comments, tell me this. Do you think most people want the biggest number or the best timing?